Hi guys, welcome back to the Cozy Corner. I have realised I have far too many books on my TBR. I have 185 physical books, and that does not include my 50 plus audiobook TBR as well. So I've got a couple of days off for work, and I was thinking about doing a 24-hour reading challenge, but then didn't really fancy that. So I was just going to go through and see how much of my TBR I can physically read on my days off. And I will keep you guys updated as I go along. I do have a pile down there which are my priority reading, but I'm hoping to be able to add a few more on as well. So I will catch you guys up in a bit with what I'm reading next. I'm going to start off with The Secret Diary of Adrian Mole, age 13 3/4. Everybody raves about this, and I've never read it. So what I'm going to start with, I thought it'd be nice and easy to get me into this. I'll let you guys know what I think in a bit. I've just finished reading The Secret Diary of Adrian Mole, age 13 3/4. What a quirky little book. It was quite amusing, quite funny, but also you have some really weird things in here. Yeah, easy. But now I feel I need something a little bit more cultured. So my next read is going to be Dostoevsky's Notes from the Underground. This is Notes from the Underground and The Gambler. I'm not sure if I'm going to read The Gambler as well, but I'm definitely going to read Notes from the Underground. So I will check in with you guys in a bit and let you know how I'm getting on. I am 76 pages in at the moment of Notes of the Underground, and I'm really enjoying it. I do really like Dostoevsky. I know he can be quite heavy with what he talks about, but I find his books really make you reflect on your own life. So I'm really enjoying this. Still not sure if I'm going to read The Gambler as well, but enjoying Notes from the Underground so far. I just finished Notes from the Underground. It was quite good. Definitely not my favourite Dostoevsky, but this Karamazov still holds the top spot for me. This was all about corruption in society, and the thing I found really frustrating is the narrator doesn't have a name. So I felt like I couldn't really relate to him because I didn't know who he was, and I found that really frustrating. I'm not going to read The Gambler right now. I may come back to it later, but the next book I'm going to read is actually one of my friend's favourite books, and she recommended it to me half a dozen times, so I'm finally going to read Rebecca. Wish me luck, because he's quite chunky. I am up to chapter 10 on Rebecca, and I'm hooked. It is so good. I feel something's going to go down. I've managed to get this far in my life without having any spoilers, and I've not watched any of the movies or anything. But I got to chapter 10 and I feel that something is about to go down. I don't know what yet. So yeah, still got like 300 and a bit pages to go. I don't really like all of the characters. There's a couple of housekeepers that I'm really think they might be baddies. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But I'll keep reading and find out, and I will update you guys probably tomorrow. What a plot twist. Oh my goodness. I'm got like 100 pages left. Speechless. Absolutely speechless. That plot twist, I did not see it coming. I can't stop reading. I'm hooked. I'm absolutely hooked. I reckon I'll be finished in the next hour. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited to find out. So I'll check in with you guys once I'm done. I've just finished Rebecca. Oh my goodness. It's so frustrating. The end is like a bit of a cliffhanger, and I need to know what happens. But I'm so glad I read this. I can totally see why my friend has it as one of her favourite books of all time. It is so good. I give this a 4.5 stars, and it will definitely be read again. I don't know what to read next. I'm between, I don't know if I need something a little easy and little poetry book, or if I go for Henry James, I will be reading The Turn of the Screw. I don't know. I'll see what takes my fancy, but those are my next 2 books. So I'll catch you guys up in a bit. I decided to read Books Closed by Corey Jane Spalding, and it's a poetry book. Tabbed quite a lot of it. It's pretty good. I gave it 3.5 stars. It's not my favourite poetry book, but it is worth the read. And then there's a lot going on in the street this afternoon. It's been a busy day in the street. This afternoon we had ambulances and police cars seeing to a house at the end of the street. I hope everybody's okay. I haven't heard anything, so I'm hoping everybody's gone now, so I'm hoping everybody's okay. So I've just started The Turn of the Screw. I'm liking it so far. I think I've got about 100 pages, just over 100 pages left. And I don't know where it's leading to. I like the style of writing, but I have no idea where Henry James has taken me on this little book. And also, how cute is that little painting? But to be honest, I actually can't stop thinking about Rebecca. Like, that book is now going to live in my head rent-free for the rest of my life. So thank you so much to my friend who recommended that to me, because it's going to go in my top 10 books full time. I will update you further once I finish reading this. Okay, so it's actually a few days later, and I realised that I didn't give you guys an update on the 2 final books that I read, so I'm going to do it quickly now. The first one was The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. I really enjoyed it. It was super quirky, and I don't think it was the easiest classic to read. I felt lost a couple of times through the way, and I had to go back and reread a few pages. But saying that, it was really good. So quirky, so gothic, but not gothic scary, just gothic. I gave this a 3-star. Will I read it again? Yes. Is it one of my favourites? No, but it's good. And then the last one that I read is Scott Mariani's The Tudor Deception. I was a bit disappointed in this because on the blurb it mentions the princess in the tower, the Tudor princess, which everybody knows at this point on the channel that I am into Tudor history. So I thought this would be a great little book to, well, not very little, but a great book to read about Tudor history. And in the first third of the book, there's a question arises that if a certain character was murdered because he was actually related to the Prince in the Tower and therefore a Plantagenet royal. That question never gets answered. Like, Scott, come on, seriously. That was one of the whole reasons I continued to read, because I'm not going to lie, it wasn't my favourite book. I wasn't hanging on to every word, but I continued to read because I wanted to find the answer to that question. And it didn't get answered. Scott, please, I need to know. Yes or no. Either way, I just need to know. So I give this a 2.5. Apart from that, the question that was asked if the character was related to the Princess in the Tower, the Plantagenets, so forth, there's not very much to do with the Tudors. It's a lot of spy and killing and detective work. It just wasn't for me. So I won't be reading it again. I'm going to ask a friend if she wants it. If not, I'm going to donate it to a little library. Yeah. Bit of a bummer to end on one that I didn't really enjoy, but I'm still so glad that I read Rebecca, because I'm still thinking about that book. And I just know I'm going to do a reread at some point soon because it was so good. And my friend said there's a movie about it, a movie adaptation as well. So might go and watch that. Right, see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.